Hey guys, Justa guy here with a new series. We're going to be playing Elder Scrolls Arena, which I believe is the first game. I had played previously a little bit of Morrowind, I think an hour or two of Daggerfall, which I believe is the second game, with some friends. And then I played a lot of Oblivion and a little bit of Skyrim. I really liked the series as a whole, but I just never got around to them. But somebody got me an anthology collection of the first 5 games, and it included this, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I've never actually played this one, so we'll see how it goes. This is actually the second recording though, because I got maybe about a little bit into this, and then I couldn't figure out how to work a menu, so I had to cut it because I spent like 15 minutes trying to figure out how to move something. But story is basically, from what I understand, evil wizard who is like the Imperial wizard betrayed the king, trapped him in another dimension, and you gotta go save him. So if you want to read it, you can pause it, but I'm just gonna skip through pretty quickly. It's more in depth than the manual too, I guess. But you can pick between generating a hero and selecting a hero, and one of the interesting things about this one, in the one I got into the most, Oblivion, you basically learn everything as your class. Like, you can learn magic, you can learn thief skills, you can learn everything. Same with Skyrim, obviously. In this one, you pick a class and you're restricted by that class for the rest of the game. And actually, some of the fun of this game, when it was popular, I guess, was trying to beat it with some of the harder classes. Like, I guess the spellcaster classes are the easiest, and some of the tank classes are the hardest, because you're really limited what you can do. So you can do randomly by picking 10 questions, and this is what stopped me on my first recording. Right, you read this, but you have to click on these scroll bits to pull up and down. I was like, why is it cut off? But anyways, so a friend has several occasions made remarks about how much he likes a particular gold ring of yours. One day you discover that this ring is missing, and after making a thorough search, find it in a coat of your friend left at a party, or left in your pantry. Are you inclined to? And this is interesting because this is a different question than when I read the first time I recorded. So it changes, I guess. There must be a selection of them. Ask your friend how he came to be the ring, reasoning that it highly probable that he found it and meant to return it to you. Confront him with a theft. You knew that there is no way the ring just fell in his pocket by accident, therefore he's nothing but a common thief who would betray you for material gain. Say nothing, decide to wait and see what happened your friend does. If he's innocent or guilty, you will know what happened, actions he takes, and at that time you can confront him for the truth. So you have a choice between basically the lawful good thing, assuming the best of your friend, confronting him and sort of thinking he did wrong, or do nothing and see what happens. Now I'm trying to think if I want to be honest about what I would do, or kind of sort of what my character should do. Because if you want to make a character, you gotta not necessarily always be you. I think I'm gonna take the wait and see approach. It's sort of the same as confronting them without outing yourself. The downside is the ring may be gone when you find out the issue. Your parents are having a huge party of several relatives. While helping around the house, you see your cousin slip into a darkened room. Curious, you follow and discover him slipping silverware, candlesticks into his jacket. He's honorable boy, but his family is suffering some recent financial hardship. He's not seen you yet. What do you do? A lot of questions about thievery this time. Clear your throat and tell him to put the candlestick back. Reassure him that your parents can help him if his family has trouble, but he should not resort to stealing. So basically, be kind and nice and all that stuff. Close the door behind you and say nothing. Your family can live without the candlestick, but your cousin's family obviously cannot. Treat him like any other burglar. Lock him in the room and call your father. If he chooses to be merciful because of your cousin's poverty, that is his decision. Your father candlestick after all. So we did the wait to see approach last time. We could do the ignore it this time, or we could be try to nice. I mean, it's kind of like I can see where the result would be going. I'm gonna end up being a paladin or something, or knight or whatever I think it is. But whatever. Practice alone and develop a new training style. You are very excited about when you mention to the Arm Master Bethesda. This is a really weird font to read, by the way. He tells you it would be never work in practical combat. Do you use the new style in the middle of the classic spar? When it works, Festival of Fortune admit it's good, or is meant it's practical, or give you a reason for not accepting it. Keep asking Festival questions about it. Focus on details of the form to find out its objection. Eventually, he will have to give you more specific criticism. Accept his word without question. Armmaster Fastil will fight at your ground by the days. He knows his fall style and he sees it. It's better not to waste his time on it. Obviously, just giving up is sort of the wrong question, so your choice between going behind his back and using it as spar to see what he says about it, or ask questions and beg like a little person. We're gonna go A. Okay. A lot of questions, by the way. One night, walking home, you were attacked by a young man who you know from our Master Pistol's class. You defend yourself ably and knock him unconscious. While he's out, you tie him up, intend to interrogate him fast. Later, when he wakes up, when in a way he attacked you, you can then turn him into the Armmaster at your leisure. Slit his throat, you know him from class. You think he would have done the same to you, positioned in reverse. Leave him with a visible scar, knowledge of his defeat at your hands, and a visible punishment enough for the one who has resorted to such dishonorable tactics. So tell a teacher, kill him, or humiliate him, but take the law in your own hands. Oh wait, no, interrogate him. So yeah. No real good answers this time. So I guess the nicer option would be leave him with a scar. Or we can interrogate him. I think we'll go with interrogation. We're not going to be very nice this time, I guess. A lot of A's, though. You're told a young man has been caught at a village. Guards accused of murder. Apparently his brother was killed by a group of ruffians in a local tavern, and his grief, the young man tracked each of them down and murdered them. Upon reflection, you believe that the young man acted honorably in avenging his brother's death. The village lord should let him go free. If you sympathize with the young man, vigilantly law cannot be tolerated, and there's to be peace. Kind of ironic considering that's basically all you do in the Elder Scrolls games. And a young man's only mistake was getting caught while enacting vengeance. For that, now you must accept whatever his fate is for him. Kind of leaning between C. I don't really believe they should just go free, but you know, it's kind of the way the Elder Scroll thing works. Yeah, I'm gonna go A. Yeah, could finally should let him go free. And it's kind of like the whole way the Elder Scroll thing goes works. So it looks like I'm leaning towards whatever this is. I don't know how this exactly works. Okay, a lot of just sort of like a plot here. We got a background going. Armmaster Festil, during a lesson on strategy, remarks, the best victory is to completely and totally humiliate your opponent. He then turns to you and asks if you agree to this with him. You know the Armmaster has been in numerous life and death conflicts and has the expertise season of a warrior. You know, it kind of seems like they're pushing me towards like a swordsman or a wizard swordsman or something, or a thief. Like, I don't know if all these questions could possibly lead to all the classes. Agree, because there's like 15 or 16, by the way. Agree with his remark, knowing that the moment you experience is not enough to justify the stance. Your experience is not enough to justify any stance, but total agreement with whatever your Armmaster says. The man has dedicated his life to strategy. Disagree with his mark, raising that it must be some sort of type of test, that the truth will only form from the opposition of his opinion, not sheep-like agreement. Refuse to answer the question. Choose to withhold an opinion until you have More experience and can subject yourself to agreement. I'm guessing we're gonna have to go with B, because it's either B or C is my overall opinion. I mean, it's better not to say anything, but if you're put on the spot, you gotta say something. Okay, I don't even know what question went on, by the way, guys. Because you expressed interest, our master still told you a few hints about recognizing magical weaponry. Later, you are practicing archery with a few friends. One boy who is never a strong archer has become something of a sharpshooter. You suddenly realize that he's using a magical arrows. Huh. What do you do? Tell the others about the arrows in a friendly archery match using magical arrows. Cheating. Tell your friend that notice that he's using magical arrows, and if he doesn't get you some, you will tell the arm master and the others will reason behind this improvement. Say nothing. If you have a need for magical arrows, you can always mention something to him later. After all, magic is not really a cheat, it's a different skill. So I guess this is a choice between, reading between the lines, you know, being a cheat, just going honest, obviously, and then being a sort of an extortionist, you get your free arrows. But the other one is like sort of saying if you don't mind magic, we might push you towards, like, say, the magic blade classes. So we're gonna go with magic. I don't think magic is a cheat in the Oil Skull by any means. The senior student in your weapons class has trounced you unmercifully for the past several years. It is a tournament of students, and you find the dismay that you are paired against him for your first match. As you prepare, your friend approaches and offers to tell you of an injury the senior student has suffered in yesterday's sparring classes, which you missed. What do you do? This one, sort of a guessing thing, is do you take advantage of them? Accept the offer knowing that it would allow you to concentrate on the injured area and greatly increase your chances of beating him. Refuse the offer knowing that win or lose, you would rather go through your own skill and extra knowledge, but you should be a fair, honorable fight. Accept the offer, better to have this knowledge in case you need it, realizing that knowledge does not necessarily mean using it. So I guess this is sort of a dividing line between thief classes of do you want to take critical hits, you know. That's my thoughts. So we want to take it to know how to beat him. Refuse, saying it's too honorable to do it, or be pragmatic and say you don't have to use it if you know it. I guess we're gonna go with pragmatic. Some of these questions don't really have good answers, or answers that fit questions you answered previously. Exactly. Entering town, you find that you are a witness to a very well-depressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. Well-dressed. Okay, I said depressed. The crowd behind him seems very angry to you. Rush to this man's aid immediately, despite your lack of knowledge of circumstances. Rush to the town's aid immediately, despite your lack of knowledge of the circumstances. Stand on one side and let him pass, realizing that it's probably best you don't get involved. So, yeah, that's the question, you know. Obviously, the answer would also be of try to just mediate the answer, but you obviously don't know if he's a thief or whatever. And you don't know what rush to his aid exactly means. You just stand up for him and you fight for him, or what? We're gonna go with A. It's random answer. Your father sends you to a task which you loathe, and I'm really wishing these were over by now. Cleaning the stables on your way. There, a pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your home. He offers to do it for you in return for a future favor of his choosing. You decline the offer knowing that your father expects you to do your work and it's better to do it than to be in debt. Accept the offer reasoning that as long as the stables are clean, it matters not who does the cleaning. Ask him to help you knowing that two people can do the job faster than one, and agree to help him with one task of his choosing in the future. Well, I guess this is our friend, right? So obviously, being in debt to a vague promise is a bad thing, especially if there's no reason for it. Accept the officer, clean matters on who to clean is pretty bad too. So we're gonna do the share the task and do a shared task in the future. Thou would survive longest as a healer. Huh, I did not exactly see my question as being a healer. This is actually supposedly a really hard class to play because you don't do a lot of damage. But I guess we'll accept our destiny. The magic 8 bullets said so. list, but I like this name. Thrasham. I had a D&D character named this for a very long time. Gender, male. And the trick for his name is, he's a priest, obviously. His name is Father Man. Now, where do I want to hail from? Now, this is how you pick your race in this. High Rock is... the Bretons? No. Oh, come on. I have to do that every single time. I'm not even sure which one's which, to be honest. Red Guards? No. So I'm guessing this is the Nords. Morrowinds, the Dark Elves. Black Marshes? I don't know. Oh, the Argonians, the Lizard people. I can't remember what the racial bonuses for anything is. Oops. Oh, I just picked something and I don't even know what it was. Okay, we're a cat person. I was trying to click through something and I don't remember what they really do. So we have Desert. Our feline is sleek and deadly hunters of the waste. The body mind must be intelligent and willful. The doctor seeks a healer. Go now in peace. Let thy fate be written in the Elder Scrolls. Okay, we're going with the random accidentally clicked thing. Don't look like a cat person. So, points distributing. We can take this as is. A lot of luck for a change. Pretty stupid though. Low willpower. And you can add up to 14 points, or I can go down here and click done. And click re-roll. I'm not sure if you get anything better or anything or not. But should I re-roll? Why not? It's not like I had anything. So we only have 10 points to distribute this time, but some of our stats are higher and some are lower. So I mean, you could cheese it and just keep re-rolling, I think. 16 points. Wow, okay, this is a really good roll, and a lot of these are in the highs. Not much endurance. Which... okay, we don't want to get rid of our magic penalty. Luck doesn't really do much, I don't think. That's our personality or perception or whatever. It's like basically charisma. Endurance, let's see, hit points. Not really improving our health, it's just improving our fatigue. Almost all my points went into that for some reason. I guess I could have a low endurance. I think we need intelligence as a healer. Let's see, spell points. Yeah, we get 2 for every point. Alright. Agility is just sort of movement. Oh, I can't take points away from it on the starting points. Guess we're gonna have to dump our intelligence or endurance. Sorry. Because we need to be smarter. Spells cost a lot in this game. Alright. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Save stats. Now choose our appearance. I swear the Khajiit or whatever were the cat people, but I guess I'm just a desert nomad. Well, I don't have a lot of choices for hair. Oh, oof. I guess it's okay. The sort of Braveheart name. I can't remember the guy's name. William Wallace. I look to him. Done. Alright. And here is for Zai. God, I can't read that. Aya Simanus or Ria Simanus? Thrasham, listen to me. There is no others left to carry you on this fight. You have been left in a cell to die. Jagrath Darn Imperial. Battle Mage of Spear has taken over the guise of the true Emperor. He does not see you as a threat, being only a minor part of the Imperial Court in that arrangement. In that act of arrogance. Man, I can't read. Oops, I pushed enter and got past it all. Oh well. So, by the way, if you didn't see my other video, this is like nice 15,000 cycles. It chugged around like slow garbage by default. We don't want to camp. We want to escape. I don't know how loud or soft it is for you guys, but I'm going to turn these down a little bit. I don't know how loud or soft it is to my reading. Turn up the details, save a game. So we're going to call this Thrash 1. Just in case we have some issues. You awaken to a drip of water somewhere above. The walls are covered in slime and the chains are hanging from above. Your eyes, however, immediately goes to a strange ruby glint in the corner of your cell. So this basically goes like a lot of the old first-person games where you walk around and you have to turn, and kind of reminds me of old Doom and stuff. Except there's no strafe button that I could find. So this moves around. We can click on stuff to pick it up. There's a lot of shortcuts, so you kind of need to remember. A by default brings out your weapon. Let me get my paper. I had to write it down because I didn't have the manual because it's a PDF, obviously. A puts it away again if you don't want to trigger a fight, like if you're in town. J for jump. And then if you turn and face a direction that's not the wall, Shift and J jumps you forward. And then, like, supposedly you can do hold left click and then click right forward to do a jump too. And if you're moving forward, I think you can do a jump. I don't know what the point of jumping is. C is to bring up your spell menu. Fire Dart and Light Heals what I got apparently. I can cast Fire Dart like once, I think, because if I go to come on. Oops. Continue. You it's a logbook, which I think is L, and there's the map, which is M by default. My status tells you the time and everything else. I'm fine. Keep pushing escape to get out of menus and it brings that up. Oh. F1 brings up your inventory. That's where my spellbook is I was looking for. Tells you all your stats and whatnot. Equipment. You need to equip my dagger. It actually shows you on your body. Spellbook. You can right click to get a definition. It costs 82 points to cast. I can cast it once. Yeah. And then heals for 1 to 2 hit points. Plus 4 to 5 points per level. And I cast it maybe twice. Spell costs 140, casting costs 70. I'm not quite sure what the difference of those are. But I don't even think I have enough to cast the fire spell once. So I open the door with the key. Let's see if I can get to at least the first combat. Because it's really weird, by the way. You have to hold right click and then move the mouse to swing your sword. It's very, very odd. Alright, here's our first free chest. And I did get this far in my test just to make sure it work. And the funny part about this is it's really random. You can get just gold, you can get gold in a piece of armor or a weapon, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a weapon or armor that goes to your class. Quarters here seem twisted and confusing, but we're going to go with Aya's instructions were to go west and south to find the Shift gate. And I did explore our enemies a little bit. So let's see, we got our big compass at the top of the screen. We got west, we got south. I'm gonna see what south is, 'cause it's a small area. I don't like how I can't. Whoa! I don't know if I can even reach it. Wow. Took 2 hits to kill a goblin. Then I gotta back up so I can click the body. Got another dagger. I see a goblin, thank you. Can I use 2? Nope. 1 to 6, new. I think I'm gonna regret my class, by the way. Because, I don't really have a lot going for me. Nothing there. And by the way, these old games, we're lucky we have a map. There's a lot of old games where you don't have a map, where there's like a map that came with the game and you gotta supposedly pull a piece of paper out. Made some of these dungeons really confusing when basically all the textures look the same. Okay, I'm not feeling this direction. So we got some water. That's the sound it makes for noises. You can go backwards at least. I don't think you can dive under the water. That looks interesting. That looks like gold. You see a goblin. Wow, you can swim under stuff. I mean, that's pretty good for a game from, what, 1994? I'm getting attacked. The enemies definitely seem to have an advantage in towards you. I only used that dagger like 3 times and it broke. Wow. I have to actually swing the thing. Nothing usable. Well, that's kind of retarded though. My dagger broke after like 2 combats. D for drop maybe? I mean, there might be a way to repair it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it anytime soon. I'm in trouble though. Oh, what's that? Big pile of stuff. I swear it wasn't there a second ago. Oh, okay, that's the dagger I dropped. Well, we're gonna try our spells. So cast, light heal. Almost took all of our energy and we got like half a hit point. We can rest. Camp until I'm fully healed. And an enemy came by. Because we're not in a safe spot. Rats. 2 rats. Of course, rats have nothing usable. I guess about the best we could hope for is rat meat. But we're mostly healed at least. Red eyes seem to glitter from the darkness. It's not a good thing. Well guys, I think we're going to end it for here. We took quite a few while answering those questions. And I'm going to get really lost in here, I'm sure, because if I go to the map, Sometimes when I push a button, it takes quite a while to turn up. I swim under there, came here, but I won't get too lost, I guess. But you can actually leave little marks like, we'll say, broken dagger, and I'll leave that there. Let's kind of take up a lot of space, and then you can just think escape to get rid of it. I mean, that's impressive for this type day and age. Maps that you can leave notes on, that took quite a while for mainstream gaming, really. But yeah, guys, this is Justa Guy signing off. Catch you guys later.